I, female 34, walked in on my husband, man 36, wearing a diaper and acting like a child. Where do we go from here? My husband has been acting odd lately. I first noticed it a few months ago when we were at the grocery store. He would buy things that are geared towards children, such as stuffed animals, candies that he previously said were only for children, things like that. He'd go out of his way to get kids' meals at restaurants as well. But it wasn't every day, and it wasn't a lot, so I figured maybe he was finally giving in to what he'd always wanted as a child. He had a rough time growing up. Both of his parents were abusive and parentified him. He's currently in therapy for that. Then, he started pulling away from me at home. He would start spending time in our bedroom with the door locked, saying he was napping, but I could hear voices in there. He stopped leaving his phone out and changed the password. When I asked about it, I had to use his phone to make a call while he was driving. He couldn't give me a straight answer, and he pushed me to go places without him, leaving him alone in the house. I thought he was cheating, and maybe the younger woman brought out new feelings in him, making him want to act like a kid again. So today, I went out to the gym as I normally do, but this time I left my phone at home on purpose. I drove all the way there, hoping to make him think it was just a normal visit with the timing, and then I came back. When I walked in, the TV was on, playing a kid's cartoon, and I saw my husband sitting on the floor in an adult pull-up, with a pacifier in his mouth. He turned around. I don't think he had heard the door open, and he looked terrified. That's the only word I can really use for it. He looked afraid of me. He pulled his pacifier out and tried to explain, but I told him that I needed some time before he could talk, and before he said anything, I was out the door. I'm at my sister's house now. I told her that we'd had a fight, but not what it was about. My husband has been texting me, asking to call or come home, but I haven't responded. I don't know what to do. Update. I have texted my husband letting him know that I am going to stay the night at my sister's house. I told him that I'm not upset with him and would like to talk about what I saw, but want to ensure I am in the right headspace to do so. We have both been having a stressful time of things, and I want to make sure I am completely calm before meeting with him. I don't want to upset or hurt him further. I also reaffirmed that I love him very much and that we are not getting a divorce. Update 2. I headed home early this morning. We have had a conversation, and yes, you guys were right. He is an age regressor and has been participating in this for a few months now. His therapist recommended it to him as a way to reclaim his childhood. It has apparently been helpful for him, especially now that we have been trying for kids. He has struggled with thoughts of turning into his parents, and this has helped him come to terms with those fears in a healthier way. He had been planning to tell me for a while, but had struggled with figuring out the right way. I did tell him about the suspected cheating, and we both had a good laugh about that. I'm glad that it was only this. I told him that I still love him, and while this was not the ideal way for me to find out, I would be willing to participate in this activity with him if he wanted me to. He said he would be comfortable with that, and we have plans to watch one of his shows together tonight and order in food for dinner.